As well. There we go. And we just finished a great sectional rehearsal with our sopranos. Got through everything right at the last minute. We got through everything. So we're doing a turnaround time. Sopranos are well warmed up, but we'll still do a good warm-up just to get ourselves going and kind of configure ourselves, and we'll sort of pick up where we left off last week in our rehearsal, but also kind of run over what we did last week as well. So lots to do. As you are able and as you're comfortable, let's stand up for a quick moment here. And what I'd like to do is we'll just do a little moment just to sort of get in touch with our bodies a little bit. So we're just going to do a little wiggle of our fingers. We're going to just sort of play the piano here a little bit. And then one of the exercises that I really like to do is just bring my thumbs to each of my fingers. And I just go in one direction and then right back. And another exercise that I find just to kind of loosen things up is just to let our wrists kind of dangle a little bit like this, and then also bring them up as well. And then just wring them out, shake it off sort of thing there. Stay where you are. We tried this last week where we talked a little bit about getting the NG sound happening, which relaxes the jaw and the tongue because we're really focused in on the back of the throat, and so it actually promotes a really good resonance in our voices. So we're going to use, you do not need your music for this, we're just going to use the tune to Deck the Halls, and sopranos got to try this once already, so we're going to do it once again. We're going to ding and dong to Deck the Halls. So we're going to ding first of all, so it's just going to be ding, 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 ding. Let it be bright and brassy and let it vibrate. So we'll just ding. Here we go. Ding, 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 seat. So we've been doing just a little bit on vocal technique, and if you wish to follow along with the printed words at LMAC Fall 2023 warm-up vocal techniques, we're going to look at number 9 today, which is just talking a little bit about what we call vocal registration. Some of this stuff is stuff you already know, and in fact, much of this is a very abstract looking, but people will often use words like head voice, chest voice, mixed voice, falsetto, and what those all mean, and they all mean different things to different voice professionals, for sure. They are labels. They're given to help. Their purpose is to help. They don't always help, though. So I'm just going to read what I've written here. Vocal registration, words like head, chest, mix, falsetto, etc., are labels given to categorization of the voice that is all highly debatable among voice professionals and singers. There are many factors that come into play when thinking of vocal registration, which can very well mean that there are unlimited vocal registers. We can use the vocal register labels, though, to infer practical and beneficial shifts in tone. I like to think, be open-minded to the vast array of vocal registration terminology and what it happens in your own voice used in the vocal world. Observe the shifts in vocal quality as you navigate your range, moving from high to low to middle throughout. How would you describe them? Use labels only insofar as they help you to master your voice and communicate with others. For me, when I move into my falsetto voice, I think of that as a lighter tone. That's a word that I would often use, is it's a lighter sound. Often when I move into my low register, again, I think of a lighter tone. As a tenor, I tend to have to sit down low. I can think of where I feel the buzz. Where do I feel it? Do I feel, as a tenor, I feel it often ringing like a big bell in my head. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll often get that kind of a feeling throughout there. But that can be a very helpful way. For me, it's more, what does it feel like? Do I feel vibrations? If I put my hand on my chest, can I feel some vibrations? Do I feel vibrations up in my head? Do I feel vibrations in the back of my neck? Things like that. That's what I like to think of as vocal registration. So there's your quick thing talking about vocal registration. Let's go to our exercises that we've been warming up with. Last week we tried one called Stay on the Vowel. So if you've got those exercises there, we'll try that one. Stay on the vowel. And I'll just remind you, the purpose of this exercise is to help us to create the most beautiful tone that we possibly can. Certain consonants like L and N and R have the ability to change our vocal sound because they are consonant sounds. But the idea is to add those consonant sounds at the last possible moment. For example, toll the bell, or early in the morning. And if we open our mouths, we can only do the grippy kind of consonant sound if we start to close down our mouth. So the tune just goes like this. Let's look at one more today called vertical vowels. And so this, again, there's a little statement about it. It mentions again, choir directors and voice teachers have many different ways to describe desirable vowels, and this title is one of the best. Every word should be anchored with a primary vowel sound, shaped like a tall column. Avoid pulling the mouth into a smile, that spreads the sound, but rather allow the corners of the mouth to be free from tension, so very relaxed. I often say we have to smile with our eyes. I think Tyra Banks has called it smizing. And groups that master vertical vowels will benefit from an improved choral blend. So this is very important as a group singing. A pleasant tone quality and more accurate intonation. It's amazing how our mouth shape can actually affect our tuning as well. Attention to vowel quality should be consistent and ongoing, which means we have to think about it. Begin with the first warm-up and conclude with the final cutoff. So basically the words go like this. Vertical vowels are never spread, vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. And the tune goes like this. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. And it's interesting because it mentions primary vowel sounds, but some of these are actually what I would call short vowel sounds, which are harder to deal with, like the word spread or instead. Is actually not a pure vowel sound. It's kind of a combination of more than one. The pure ones are actually the Italian ones, a, e, o, and u. So if I just keep my sound open and up, vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead, not stead. You can hear the difference as soon as I brighten it and spread the sound there. That is the tune. We'll do it a few times through, and here comes your introduction. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Up by semitones. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Last time. Vertical vowels are never spread. Vertical vowels are tall, always tall instead. Wonderful, very good. I think that's a good warm up there. Just a few announcements to share with the choir. Again, just to make sure that people are aware, all of our rehearsals are being recorded and you can access them on YouTube. If you wish to, you can practice specific pieces. You can even find out where they are and rewind them and run over them again and again. So our sectionals and our regular rehearsals will be available always the next day because it takes a few hours for them to upload. CDs, I have a few CDs of all parts if anybody wants a CD. I think I've got 2 sopranos, about 4 altos, and a tenor and a bass one as well. Also, I know that some people have given me USB sticks and I can put them onto USB sticks. I would need a few days to do that though. If you need it before next Wednesday, I can arrange for a pickup for that. And altos get the opportunity to do a sectional rehearsal next Wednesday afternoon. So if you're able to come early, I'm going to start at 5:15, run till, it's supposed to go till 6:45. As we see, we went till 5 to 7, but close enough. And I'll just run through all of the parts. You don't have to be here for all of it. You can come for some of it. So if you get here at 6:15 or 6:30, that's fine. And as well, it will be recorded, so you'll get a chance to practice it that way as well. This Sunday, November the 5th, and we have a poster here as well. So it's going to be up here at the front for anybody who is interested. Some of our choir members are involved in this choir. The North Lakeshore Chorus will be singing in Picton, Ontario at St. Mary Magdalene Church at 3 p.m. Sunday, November the 5th. This is a performance to honor the Hastings and Prince Edward Regiment's 80th anniversary of the Allied invasion of Sicily. And there are tickets available at the door for $20, so people are welcome to go to that concert as well. And I think there's also a piano concert out in Stirling for another choice. I think Luke Bell, who many of you know from this region, is going to be giving a piano concert that afternoon. I think it's at St. John's Anglican in Stirling, the church I was baptized in. And poster flyers. I didn't set these out here, but for anybody who would like to help spread the word about our concert, I have some posters here. I'll leave them here at the front. You can post them on bulletin boards. I saw Kathy put hers up on Facebook today. Anywhere that you would like to spread the word about the concert, or I'll just leave those here as well. So I'll put those right there. And I think those are all of my announcements. Does anybody else have any announcements to share? Okay, I do have a bad joke and a quote. The quote, one of them came from Kathy, so it's a good one. But the jokes are my bad ones. So, but please don't throw tomatoes at me. Okay, let's try this one. This one I thought was kind of funny. I told my doctor that I'm not able to do all the things around the house that I'm used to doing. When the examination was complete, I said, "Now, Doc, I can take it. Tell me in plain English what is wrong with me." "Well, in plain English," my doctor replied, "you're just lazy." "Okay," I said, "now give me the medical terms so I can tell my wife." I thought this was a good one as well, because I'm thinking back to a time in the summer when my mom and my sister and I were traveling out to Campbellford, to West Bend, to enjoy a concert of Les Mis. And we were driving along, and this guy was just waving his arms at me, and we found out we actually had a flat tire. So it was very good. But here is the joke. "To the person who flipped me off when I honked as we were stopped at the red light and it turned green, your phone probably isn't on top of your car anymore." And this quote, first of all, comes from Willie Nelson, and I thought this is a really good one. "Happiness is in the way we act, not in the outcome." And I definitely believe that we can reflect that. And this was one that Kathy shared with me, so I added one extra bit to it. "Life may not be the party we hoped for, but while we're here, we should dance and sing." And I think that those are great words to live by for sure. So last week what we did was we focused in on all of the pieces up to about Grown-Up Christmas List. I think we did somewhere in my memory at the very end. I'd like to start at Grown-Up Christmas List tonight, and we'll work through as many of the pieces as we can. When we get to the cantata booklet, I have our Phantom Choir to sing with, and I want to sing through the whole cantata to make sure that we just get a taste of everything. Sopranos who've already had a chance to sing it tonight can see if you're remembering some of the things we've already worked on as well. So let's start though with Grown-Up Christmas List. And we can stay seated as we sing. This particular one is the only one that is not an actual professional demonstration choir, although I think this choir is quite good what they do. So we'll give this one a run through now. I can't remember what track this one is, so it's going to take me just a second to get to that one, I think. We'll see what that one is. Oh, goodness. All right, so we'll sing along to Grown-Up Christmas List. Do you remember me? I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fancies. I'm all grown up now. All right, we did make an executive decision with the sopranos tonight that on page 8, that list, we're going to only hold for 5 beats. That long list, it's a long note, so I'm going to just use the soprano line since that's what we practiced. Grown up Christmas list. And then we get a nice breath. Ooh there, so 5 beats rather than 6. We'll just make that a little bit shorter. Let's just, I don't want to sing it with a phantom choir. I want to sing it ourselves, so we're going to do that next. Give me just a second here just to load up my accompaniment track that I have here. And we'll try the whole thing out here. All right, here we go. job. Little things that I can catch along the way are mostly just cutoffs. For example, on page 7, the word end on the middle line of there, making sure that so the key to do a good cutoff is that's a place where I would get my head out of my book, because I'll give you a little indication whether it's by nod of head or a closed hand or something like that, to make sure. But if you have to look down, just remember we put the cutoff onto the rest. So I'm just going to use the soprano line at love would never end. Love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. This is my only lifelong wish. So we put those cutoffs onto the rests, and that does make it a little bit easier. Another example was on page 5 when we go to the coda. The word list. I heard us not exactly all together there. List. What is this? Etc. etc. Are there any places people need to check on parts in that particular one?
Yes.
Yeah.
After list, it says as list. Is that taken out?
The word as belongs in the second verse. So that is when we do the second verse. So you go, this is my grown-up Christmas list. And the word as belongs back on page 2. As children we believed. Because it says DSL coda, which means we have to go back to page 2. I was mentioning in the soprano sectional today, I actually just wrote the word as before the word children. But that as belongs with the second verse. But the second time we sing it, we go, this is my grown-up Christmas, and we jump to coda, which is the next line down. Does that make sense? Okay, so the first verse, you're just doing, and the word as is only for the sopranos and altos. So we've just done the first time. I'm at the top of 5 for everybody. This is my grown-up Christmas list. I'm already back on page 2. As children we believed. Then the second verse we do, this is my grown-up Christmas list. And that's the coda. And we're on what is this illusion? It's tricky. I wish that they would give us an extra piece of paper and we didn't have to flip back. Yeah.
Slower than the taping.
Yeah, theirs is just, the demo is nice to sing with, but I'll tell you that is actually at the proper tempo. I'm sure I was actually maybe a little above 64, so I probably won't do it. I didn't care for the speed, but I thought overall they did an okay job with it. There's only 2 choirs I found doing this one. And the other choir I liked, but it was not as good a quality audio for that. Any other places in grown-up Christmas list? Then let's keep going to somewhere in my memory. And I think what we'll do is I just want to run through this one ourselves because I want to get to the cantata booklet. So we'll just spend a little time on this one and then get right over to the cantata booklet after that. And let me just load up somewhere in my memory. All right, here we go. I'll just go over the little places that I think are tricky, and then if anybody has any questions with this one. I think the opening is fairly straightforward. The bottom of page 4 over to page 5, when we did our soprano sectional, I suggest that as many choir members as can memorize that top of page 5, home here with me. It comes as a bit of a surprise because we've been doing the same thing 3 times. All of the music, all of the magic. Now this is a little different. All of the family, home here with me. So I would suggest just memorize that home here with me. That way then when you do flip the page and can look at your music, you'll be nice and confident when you do that section there. Let's just try that. All of the music, all of the magic. So from page 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All of the music, all of the magic, all of the family home here with me. And I'll do it one more time and try to play all the right notes. One more time. All of the music, page 4, 2, 3, 4. All of the music, all of the magic, all of the family home here with me. Let's keep going. This next part is tricky. Let's do it again, and I'll see if I can play all the right notes there at bar 32. All right, so bar 30, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. This is a surprise, the key change. Precious small, it's down low. Special beat, then our baritones. Happy faces, I can see. And remember sopranos, don't worry about the solo. We're just singing this somewhere in my memory. Before we go forward, is everybody okay with that section? Yeah, Elaine?
The very top of page 6, I just can't seem to get those laws in.
Sure.
I can slow it.
Yeah. So the top of page 6 sounds like this, sopranos. And I'll go from where the laws begin at the bottom of 5. La, 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 la. Our other parts, the altos have long notes, and the baritone line has longer notes too. So the sopranos have the busiest line there. And then just remember, especially sopranos, you're down low. Altos are probably in their very heavenly place here. Any questions about that section through there? Any other places that people want to check? Oh, I do want to do the ending, but other than the ending, any other places people want to check on in this one? So the ending is not hard to do at all. I was mentioning again in the soprano sectional, the hardest part is that most of the notes are the same at that here with me, but what happens is the chords change. The altos have the toughest line there. Here with me. It's a little surprise there. Here with me. The baritone line is here with me. That's the very bottom line. And sopranos are here with me. So it sounds like this. But to make it a little tougher, the piano is playing a different chord. And it has a few extra notes. But it's just a very pretty warm. So I wonder if we could try it from the bottom of page 7. All of the music, all of the magic, and we'll just take that to the end. 3, 4. All of the music, all of the Yeah. Now it sounds like, I feel like we're in Casey Kasem's Top 40 radio. Beautiful, beautiful sound there. You know, when they would do those little jingles, America's Top 40. It's got that in there. Okay, that feels good with somewhere in my memory. So this is what I would like to do for our cantata. I really want to make sure that we run the entire cantata through. So I'm just going to put on our recording so we can sing along. Please do sing along. Some of them goes by pretty quickly, but just do your very best to kind of get a good feel for it. So we're going to our Have You Heard? It's either in a booklet that you have or it's already in your binder as well. All right, and we'll just start the recording, and please sing along as much as you can. Is the volume okay, by the way, because is it okay? Yeah.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all humankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness is not overcome.
God bless you. Let's try that again. One more time. We'll see if we can stay with the recording. I can probably fast forward a little bit of that. Oh, well, that didn't help. Take two. We're just going to have to listen to that introduction.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all humankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness is not overcome it.
God rest you, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
Have you heard? Have you heard?
Remember Christ our Savior
Was born on Christmas Day.
and you
needed to get ourselves going. We're going to keep going.
The Christmas story began long before Jesus was born. The scriptures are filled with detailed predictions, voices from history declaring that a Savior was on the way.
Come, Messiah,
The prophet Isaiah wrote that God would bring comfort to all people, that a voice would be heard in the wilderness, a voice of one calling, "Prepare the way for the Lord."
come, Messiah, come, Messiah, come, the long-expected Jesus, born to set my people free. Come, Messiah, from our fears and sins release us. Let us find our rest in peace. Come, Messiah, Messiah, is the strength and consolation, hope of all the earth apart. Desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. Come, Messiah, come, Messiah, born an evil to deliver, born a child and yet a king, born to reign in us forever. Now thy gracious kingdom rules. Come, Messiah, by thine own eternal Spirit, rule in all our hearts, O Lord. By thine own sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne. Come, Messiah, come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah, come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah, come, Messiah, come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah, come, Messiah, come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah, come, Emmanuel,
Around 2,000 years ago, events began to unfold, signaling the Messiah was on his way. An angel first appeared to a young girl named Mary and told her she was chosen to bring the promised Savior into the world. An angel also appeared to her betrothed husband, informing him of Mary's great destiny. Just before Mary was due to deliver her child, she and Joseph learned that they had to take a long journey required by the Roman tax census. When they arrived in Bethlehem, there were no rooms left, only a stable. It was that night, in that stable, the miracle birth took place.
There's a promise foretold, there are signs to behold. There's a manger awaiting a babe. There are shepherds nearby, there's a star in the sky. There are angels preparing to sing.
Mary wrapped her firstborn son in cloths and placed him in the only cradle available. our God and Lord of all. His shelter was his stable, his cradle was a stall. For the poor and weak and lowly he came to earth, our Savior and As the newborn king lay there in the manger, the world around him began to change. The Bible tells of a strange light in the heavens, of an angel appearing to shepherds, leaving their sheep and hurrying away to see the child on that holiest of nights in the tiny town of Bethlehem. The course of history was forever altered.
Sweet, the sun has
Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. O holy night, O night divine, when Christ was born. We've made it to the last piece of the book.
Born thy people to deliver, born a child and yet a king, born to reign in us forever. Now thy gracious kingdom bring. By thine own eternal spirit, rule in all our hearts alone. By thine all-sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne.
Everyone. All right. Give yourselves a little stretch and a break, and then we'll come back and we'll work on some of these pieces in a little more detail now. So just as we get ourselves back and organized for our rehearsal, we're going to start at the beginning of the cantata booklet. And I'm just going to go over our parts as we go through each section to make sure that we're super comfortable with everything that we're working on. I'd like to try to get through as many pieces in the book as we can. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have all of us sing together, but I'm going to try to do it with a little less of the accompaniment and more of what we are singing, so you're comfortable with what we're singing. So I'll get right back into our cantata booklets on page 5, and it begins with our sopranos and altos. So we'll just kind of go through it like that. When we finish a piece off, if there are any questions along the way, we'll go over that. As I was going through the cantata, and I'm sure you discovered this as well, there are parts that are tricky, but then there are lots of parts that are really easy to sing as well. So don't get too hung up on the tricky parts through there. So let's start at page 5, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. I'll try to relatively keep it about the speed that they have suggested. All right, so I'll do a 1, 2, 3, and our sopranos and altos are in together. 1, 2, 3. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing be dismayed. Have you heard? Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. To save us all from Satan's power, to save us all when we were gone astray. And all the bells on earth shall All right, I know one spot that I definitely think is worth checking out, and that's on page 9. Page 9, where they sailed into Bethlehem. Really tricky in there. I'm going to do what the tenors and basses are singing first, because they're sort of leading us in at bar 40 on page 9. Go a little slower. So just the tenors and basses from bar 40. The pickup, oh they, here we go. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. One more time. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. Sopranos and altos comment on that, so they've heard this. They sailed into Bethlehem. They sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. So you have a different, yes.
Where it throws me on bar 42, I would say they sailed into, and that really throws me.
Yes. Right. So just, we're looking at the words on 40. It's, they sailed into Bethlehem. They sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. Let's just speak that, sopranos and altos, just to get that. We'll do it in the rhythm. So you've just heard the guys go. They sailed into Bethlehem. They sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. Let's try singing it. They sailed into Bethlehem. They sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. One more time. They sailed into Bethlehem. They sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. Let's try it all together from 40 and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I can play all of this, so I will do my best. I'd much rather be doing what's suggested in the accompaniment. Here we go. Oh, they sailed into Christmas Day on Christmas Day. Oh, they sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day. And the best part is we do all get together by about the middle of bar 42. We're all together there. Let's do it one more time, the best we can from bar 40. Oh, they sailed into Christmas Day on Christmas Day. Oh, they sailed to Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. Then we get a surprising key change, but it's not hard onto the top of page 10. And all the bells. So that I don't think is so hard when we get through there. Be aware at the bottom of page 10 just that we're going to sing that softly. Sub P means suddenly soft there. And then we build it. It was mentioned in our soprano sectional at the bottom of page 11. It's a little surprise when we go into that morning has broken section. So you've just finished off. I'm going to go from the boxed 6. Christmas Day in the morning. And our sopranos and altos. Softly the wind. And I think there's two things that make it tricky. We're moving to a more relaxed rhythm with these big triplets, but there's also a key change that is a surprise. So there is a bit of that surprise through there. So let me just play from bar 53 so to just lead the sopranos in. Try singing it now from, I'll do it from 53, but you don't have to sing until softly. Softly the wind. Keep going, everyone. Over the manger. Brightly the star shines, the starlight floods the sky. straightforward until we get to page 15, which we have a little surprise there. We've been doing this on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Good Christian friends rejoice. But that is not hard. It's just leading us into that. I wonder if we could try from the top of page 15. Just try that from the top of 15. Okay, here we go. On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, good Christian friends rejoice. And then once you're into that, you should be straightforward through there. I think pages 16 and 17 are very straightforward. Page 18 is not hard. We get our bases. It's just a layering of have you heard. So the bases go, have you heard? When they do their have you heards, then the tenors come in. Have you heard? Then the altos and sopranos. Have you heard? Have you? And then we're home free after that. So let's try from the top of page 18. Bases come in. 3, 4. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Christ is born on Christmas Day in the morning. Yes.
Can we just hear our notes? Have you heard?
Of course, yes. Have you heard? Have you heard? It's a really lovely soprano line there. Have you heard? Have you heard? Christ is born. Or sopranos can sing, Christ is born. If you want to go into the middle note there. Yeah. Any other questions about that particular one? Then I say let's get, oh yes, yep, did you have a question?
Our notes on the middle of 16.
Middle of 16, yeah. Yeah. So page 16, altos, yes, yeah. Yeah. Give ye heed to what we say. I'll do it against what the sopranos are singing. Give ye heed to what we say. Heaven and earth before him bow, for he is in the manger now. Yeah. Very good. Let's go right into our Come Messiah, Come Emmanuel. So at the bottom of page 19, our tenors and basses come in first. The basses do this, Come Messiah. And you can get right into the right away. Come Messiah. And our tenors go, Come Messiah. So I'm just going to do 2 bars before we come in. Come Messiah, come Messiah, key change. Here we go again. Come Messiah, sopranos and altos. Come thou long expected Jesus, born to set my people. Come Messiah, from our fears and sins release us. Let us find our resting. Come Messiah, Israel's job. The trickiest, I think, in this section, or this particular piece, is the rhythm. It's kind of a funky pop-style rhythm through the familiar hymn tune, and then the Come Messiahs can be a little tricky to deal with as well. Are there any specific places? Yes, yeah. Did you say 34? 34. Page 22, yeah. So on page 30, measure 34, bottom of page 22, let me just play. I'm going to play what everybody sings there. It's easy at the end of the phrase. I'm going to play that everybody's part again from Dear Desire. Page 22, measure 34. Of course, yeah, but I just wanted to make sure because it's hard for everybody. So from 34, sopranos. Dear desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. Dear desire of every nation. Am I messing up the rhythm there or no? Dear desire of, no, I think that is the rhythm. Dear desire of every nation, joy of every long. The tenors get it easy there because I just have to sing a B. Dear desire of every, it's much easier for me to sing through there. Let's try from 34, everybody, and then if people do need to hear their parts separately at 34 again. 4. Dear desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. Did that feel a little easier that time? No? 52? Yes. So that one is, again, it's the same type of melody, but not exactly the same. So this is the bottom of page 24. It starts similarly. Let's try from 52, everybody together, and then if people need to hear things separated, we can. 52. 1, 2, 3, 4. By thine own eternal Spirit, ruling all our hearts alone. Relatively okay through there? Okay. Any other places people want to check on?
Found at 25. Do you want us to sing glorious?
That would be probably glorious, glorious. So we get right to the second syllable. This is the bottom of page 25, measure 61. Raise us to thy glorious throne. Let's do it from bar 58, by thine all-sufficient merit. Very similar again. By thine all-sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne. And then let's try the ending. So we'll try that ending out so we get a chance to practice that. So it starts off with tenors and basses doing the Come Messiah. Feel free on any long note to get right in on the M early so we get that buzzy sound. So here's our tenors and basses at 64. 3, 4. Come Messiah, come Emmanuel, come Messiah, come Emmanuel, come. Messiah, come Emmanuel, come Messiah, come Messiah, come Emmanuel, come Messiah, come Emmanuel. Any long note, exactly. So at 68, sopranos and altos, I would go, come, come, Messiah. Same thing coming up here. Come, come, Messiah. Same thing for our tenors and basses. Let's do 26 and 27 one more time. 2, 3, 4, 1. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come. Come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel. Come. Much better already. I say let's keep going. Let's get into the next one. Have you heard? This first section is not hard. There's just a little bit of this echoing. So we start off with our tenor. Our basses actually sing at bar 11. Have you heard? Then the tenors echo. Have you heard? And our sopranos and altos. Have you heard? So let's just try that out from bar 11. I'll give you 2 bars before you come in. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? Now each one is ever so slightly different. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? So that one, I'll do that one more time. Tenors and basses start, then altos, then sopranos. 2, 3. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? And here we come in again. Have you heard? Have you heard? So that one is tenors first, sopranos and altos, followed by the basses. I'll do that from there till tenors first. 2, 3. Have you heard? Have you heard? And one more time, slightly different again. Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard? So really what happens at the beginning, although personally I would just say the tenors could actually sing all the have you heards. Have you heard? Have you heard? Tenors could sing that D, giving the basses the low G. I don't know if I'm going to go down there. Yeah, my voice is not going to go down there tonight. So if we do from 37, have you heard? Have you? Then the sopranos and altos come in there. I'll do that one more time and we'll all sing that. 2, 3. Have you heard? Have you heard? Keep going. There's a promise foretold. There are signs to behold. There's a manger awaiting us. Have you heard? There are shepherds nearby. There's a star in the sky. There are angels preparing to sing. Have you heard? Have you heard? Then you get a little break, and we go into a way in a manger. Away in a manger, no crib for us. Have you heard? Have you heard? The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet. Have you heard? The stars looked on where he lay. we've got about 10 minutes left, so I want to keep going, just so we can sing a little bit more and then we'll wrap up. Yep.
Say one thing. On page 38, it's glory and then gloria. I think we want to say gloria, gloria. On measure 26, the girls are going glory, gloria. We want to say gloria, gloria. We're supposed to say glory.
Yeah. Gloria. Is that the measure 138?
No, sorry, page 38. I can't see.
27 or so.
136, where we first start singing glory.
Okay, so that's altos begin. Altos beginning. And then the sopranos come in there. Gloria. All right. Let's keep going though, so we can at least get a couple more done. Let's do our Celtic Christmas lullaby next. And this one comes with a very short introduction, so I'll play the whole intro. very nice. Let's do one more to round out for tonight's rehearsal. I'm going to actually suggest that we do our last piece. So we'll go out of the cantata booklets and we'll finish off with our Spanish Noche de Paz, and we'll do it with our choir on the demonstration. And that's what we'll wrap up with for tonight. So take a moment to find your music for that one. And I am going to suggest that we stand up to sing it, just because I think we've been working hard and we need a little stretch. So just to make sure that we're all good with our lyrics, feel free to say them with me as well. Here we go. So I'm going to speak the lyrics through first, just at the bottom of the first page where it says Spanish text. Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme alrededor. Entre los astros que esparcen su luz, bella anunciando al niñito Jesús. Brilla la estrella de paz. All right, here we go. Not as hard as it seems, for sure.